Hi, welcome to this YouTube video. First we will know about programming. What is programming? Programming is a technique of letting know the computer how to solve a given problem. These are the phases of software development. Software development contain analysis, design, implementation or coding or development and testing. We will deep dive into each of the phases in our further videos. First we will know what is an algorithm. An algorithm is a precise specification of a sequence of instructions to be carried out in order to solve a given problem. The characteristics of algorithm include it should be precise, each step must be specified clearly and in the order, and it should be unambiguous. There should be no confusion in the steps to be followed, and it should be clear. Not even a single step must be repeated infinitely. Infinite repetition of the instruction will lead to the crashing of the system or termination of the program. After the algorithm successfully gets terminated, then the desired result must be obtained. These are the key features of algorithm. First is sequence. Each step of the algorithm is executed in the specific order. For example, and the examples of an algorithm will be explained in the further slides. And the decision. Decision is used when the outcome of the process depends on some condition. For to give an example, for if the age is less than 18, it should decide that the person is not eligible to vote. If the age is greater than 18, then the person is eligible to vote. Like this decision occurs. And then the repetition, it involves execution of one or more steps for the number of times repeatedly. This is a algorithm for computing area of a triangle. This is a start. First step 1 is read the length. We should take the input length and the breadth to calculate the area of the rectangle. Next is compute area. The formula is given. This is a precise formula given to a computer. Area is equal to length into breadth. After successful execution, it will print the area. And this is the termination of the algorithm. Like these are the few steps, precise steps used as an algorithm for computing the area of triangle. And this is an example for algorithm to add two numbers. It is a start of an algorithm. Read two numbers a and b, compute sum a plus b, and the print sum, then it stop. This is an algorithm. And this is another this is the example which I explained previously, the area of the triangle. Then this is the one of the key feature, decision. How the algorithm takes decision. First is the start of an algorithm, then it takes two numbers a and b. If a equals to b, then it decides it is equal and print equal, else print not equal, stop. Like this decision taking should happen. And this is an algorithm to find the largest of two numbers. First it is start, like here the b is 10 and a is 10. Read two numbers, so a will be assigned to 10 and b will be assigned to 10. If a is greater than b, if condition, then print a is largest, else if this block doesn't, if block doesn't execute, then it will jump into else loop. Here it will print b is largest, then the stop of an algorithm. Like this is one of the example for the repetition feature. Here to print first 10 natural numbers, start, set I is equals to 1. I is an variable. It will set is equal set to 1. It will, this step will repeat until I is less than or equals to 10. First it will print 1, and then it will print 1, then I equals to I plus 1. I is incremented once, like here. Then I is equals to 2, then it will check the condition I is less than or equals to 10, 2 is less than or equals to 10, it comes true, then print 2. Then again I will be incremented, 3 is less than or equals to 10, then print 3. Like this it will continue 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Then I is incremented, I is equals to 11. It will check this condition, 11 is less than or equals to 10. This is false, so this loop will exit and it will stop an algorithm. These are the advantages of algorithms. Easy to understand, easier for the programmer to convert it into an actual program. It will give the clear cut analyzation, the explanation of the program what should be done of the logic. Then disadvantage, it is time consuming, like this sometimes it may take some time to understand the algorithm to analyze the problem, and branching and looping statements are difficult to show in algorithms. Every time we in the algorithm, every time tracing the each iteration of the loop is difficult while understanding the algorithm. These are the flowchart, graphical representation of the process. Like this symbol represents the process. It indicates any type of internal operation inside the processor memory. This is a rhombus-like structure. It is used for input or output operation. This is an triple diamond structure like decision. It is used to ask questions that can be answered into a binary format, yes or no, or true or false, or 0 or 1. This is a connector, oval shape or a circle shape, allows the flow chart to draw without intersecting lines or without a reverse flow. This is an predefined process used to invoke a subroutine or an interrupter program. The subroutines will be explained in further videos, and this is an terminal indicating starting and end of the program or a process or interrupt the program. This is flow lines to show the directions of the flow chart. This is an example of the flowchart for the algorithm of computing area of the triangle. It is start and end is represented like this, indicates the starting or ending of the program. This input, length and breadth, this is an input output, and this symbol is used for input, output and one. This is for the process, and this is for the printing of area output. Then this is the end, oval shape. This is the significance of flowchart. Flowchart facilitates communication between programmers and users. It makes user understand the solution easily and clearly, and helps the programmer to understand the logic of complicated and lengthy program. Flowchart gives the clear-cut picture of the problem, so that the complicated and lengthy problem can be understood easily by looking at the flowchart or analyzing it. And the advantages, it helps to analyze the problem in more effective manner, act as a guide or blueprint for the programmers to code the solution in any programming language. Irrespective of the programming language, flowchart helps to understand the problem and to solve how to solve that using a logic. Then these are some limitations. Laborious and time consuming activity. Yes, it may take it may consume time to understand the flowchart and draw it. A flowchart of a complex program become complex and clumsy. Sometimes complicated program becomes clumsy and complex by drawing all the ovals and integrating those all the logic into a single flowchart. A little bit of alteration in the solution may require complete redrawing of the flowchart. No well-defined standards that limit the details that must be incorporated into a flowchart. This is a flowchart example. To add two numbers, start, read A and B. This is input, this is the process, this is output, and this is the starting and ending oval. This is same as an area of an rectangle, and this is for the checking of equality of two numbers. Here this oval is used for decision making. Sorry, this is not an oval, this is a pyramid shape. Sorry. Diamond shape, it is used to check the decision, like if A is equals to B, if this is true, then this output will be printed. If this is false, this output will be printed, and these are the starting and ending ovals. And here also to find the largest number. These are the algorithm which was explained in the previous slides. This is for the looping purposes. This direction flow lines will be used to mark the direction of the flow chart. And this is for sum of first 10 natural numbers. Here it will loop from I equals to 1 to 10, and sum will be set to 0 initially, and sum will be added with the incrementive I every time and loop it until the I reaches 10. Then final sum will be printed as an output. These are the advantages and disadvantages explained earlier. What is pseudocode? Pseudocode is an outline of a program that can easily be converted into programming statements. It consists of short English phrases that explain specific tasks within a programmer algorithm. Purpose is to enhance human understandability of the solution. Keywords used while writing the pseudocodes: do while, end do, these are the loops, do until, end do, if, end if. Call with parameters: call, these are used to call the functions or the variables, and return statements. This will be explained details in further videos. And when is used to check the condition. These are the parts of store. If the condition, then sequence 1, if this condition obeys, or if this condition agrees, then this sequence 1 will execute, else sequence 2 will execute, and if loop will end here. For example, this is I explained earlier. If age is greater than equals to 10, then display eligible to vote, else display not eligible to vote. This is a part of sequence. Like here, while will come, while the condition, then end while, like that. So in this slide it will while condition, then end while. While is if I is less than or equal less than 10, then print I. Increment I, this is an increment, single increment. I is equals to I plus 1, like a pre-increment, post-increment. There are types of increment and decrement which will be explained further. And this is the loop, end while loop. This is this is an for loop. For iteration bounds sequence in for until this for iteration condition fails, this will be executed. After it fails, then the for loop will be executed. Here, for each student in the class, add 10 marks as bonus marks for each student. If there are 60 students in the class, each student will get 10 marks as bonus marks. If the student count is greater than 60, like if the student count is 61, then this loop will exit. It will come out of the for loop. Like this pseudocode helps to understand the programming logic very easily. This is an example of the pseudocode to find the area of the triangle. First it will read length and breadth, calculate area equals to length and breadth, print area, end. Like there are three concepts to understand the program. First one is an algorithm, and the second one is pictorial representation, that is a flowchart, and the third one is English like phrases, that is a pseudocode. And the next is, after analyzing all this, then the actual code actual program will be formed using this to solve the problem. This is programming language. Coming to programming languages, there are three categories of programming language. One is machine level programming language. Machine only understands 0 or 1. It is a binary level language, so doesn't understand the text or words. Machine level language is only zeros or 1, binary representation. And the second one is assembly level language. This is the next version of the machine level language. Here only mnemonics can be understood. Add, sub, multiply, divide, these are assembly level language. This is mainly used in the C ARM processing, like that, which will be explained in the further next upcoming videos. This is machine dependent language. And next comes this high level language. This is user friendly language, user understandable languages. C, C++, Java, Python, PHP, many more, lot more programming languages are available. This is machine independent, portable, and it is a compiler or interpreting languages, where the program compiles and interprets, then the output will be converted to machine level language, and machine level language again converts the output and prints the human understandable output in the terminal. Like this, all the processes will be explained in depth in the upcoming videos. So these are the basic understanding of the programming fundamentals: how to solve, analyze the problem, how to solve, find the logic to a problem, like a flow chart, algorithm, flowchart, and pseudocode. These are the three major steps to analyze the logic to a given problem. Next to program, then we will start the programming language using C. The next video will be based on the programming on C. Please share, subscribe, and save the video. Thank you so much.